For this video, we're going to take a look at the profile feature symbology for our feature definition. We'll go down to our feature symbologies category. This time we're going to go to the profile category with a subcategory of alignment and a subfolder of road and our GEOM underbar baseline feature definition or feature symbology. So once we have our feature symbology definition selected, that's going to bring up the properties dialog. And of course the selection tab, we have a name. That's going to be the name of our feature symbology definition. We also have a annotation group tab where an annotation group can be assigned specifically for the profile, and annotation groups will be another video series. After the annotation group, there's a defaults tab where a default element template will be selected, and you'll define that from your element template library. And then a profile tab, we have an element template for our tangents. We also have a curve element template to give our curve a different symbology or a different color. Underneath the profile, we have a profile intersection tab that has an element template that can be, or that will be applied to. This will be a modeling point intersecting profile. That will give it if intersecting profiles match in our profile view, that will give us a point. And finally, we have the profile projection tab, which has an element template as well. An element template can be defined for the profile projection as well. By default, we want to, or under the defaults tab, the default element template, we want to make sure that's set. To override the default element template, we want to apply element templates at the profile tab. So if we want our element templates to look different than just a solid yellow line, to have a different element template for our tangents and our curves, we apply that there. And this is what our example is showing. Right now our tangents are yellow, our curves are purple. So if I bring up our element template library, so our element template that we're using for the tangents can be found in linear, alignment, road, GEOM, baseline. We go to our element template library. We go to the linear category, alignment, our road, and then our GEOM underbar baseline. We've defined our element template, the level, color, line style, and weights. So the levels are all the same. And if we look at our curve element template, we also have that in this category for linear, alignment, and road. Everything is the same. Level is the same name. Color is distinguished at the element template level to look like purple instead of bi-level, but line styles and weights are bi-level. We don't have any spirals for profile, so we're just using the element template and the curve element template. So just to recap the categories, we'll select our feature symbology definition. Our selection is going to be the name of the selection. The annotation group tab, we can assign an annotation group of how that will be annotated in profile drawing. We have a default tab that we want to set a default element template. That's going to be linear. That'll be one color. We'll use the profile tab to override the default for our tangents of the element template for our linear, and then also the curve element template, so we can distinguish different symbologies for our tangents and our curve. We have a profile intersection tab where an element template will be set for when we want to see the points of intersecting profiles, and then a profile projection element template too that we can set there as well.